All right, family, it's on. Our first major giveaway. It's not a instant giveaway, but it's a great giveaway nonetheless. So this giveaway that we're going to be doing is going to be for our 1,000 subscribers. So this is going to be a 1,000 subscriber channel giveaway. So it's going to be huge. So let me tell you what we're giving away with our 1,000 subscriber. So what we're giving away for our 1,000 subscriber is no other than a Harmony Elite remote, new, sealed in the box. The seal is still in it, and this has been in my closet for a few years now. So I have one, I use it, it works fine. I will be giving it away, this Harmony Elite remote, with our 1,000 subscriber. So if you know, get in on the giveaway. Once again, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will set up a giveaway to give away this very remote set. This is for you. I told you I have giveaways. I got great stuff to give away. So if you haven't subscribed, and yes, you need to be a subscriber to get in the giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, get in and get subscribed up. And again, get some of the little giveaways as we get along. But until 1,000, I'll be holding on to this one right here. So I will see you, and this will see you at 1,000. All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Ron. This is Genius Home Theater. And today we're going to be talking about speakers. In particular, the speakers that I use in my home cinema and why I've chose those speakers. So we're going to go around the room and we're going to kind of take a look at the speakers that I use, the brand names, what their functions are, and how they fit into this cinema, our home cinema right here. Our left and our right speaker are made by Tecton Design. This particular model is called the Electrons. So these Electron towers that we have right here come in at 48 inches tall, 10 inches wide, and about 13.5 inches deep. So when you look at these speakers, you'll automatically see this center honeycomb looking thing in the center. So that array, that tweeter array, is an array of tweeters that are all crossed over at different frequencies. Basically, each one of those tweeters is handling a different frequency, so not to overload that one speaker. And the very center one is creating all your really high tweeter frequencies. So funny as it looks, it has a purposeful function. You have two 4-inch woofers, mid-bass woofers, and two 8-inch woofers at the very bottom of the speaker. So now that we've talked about Tecton Design left and right, let's move on to the center channel speaker, which is the anchor of your whole system. This center channel speaker is where all the dialogue is going to come from in all your movie listening. So anything that most of the time is talking or anyone's talking, that center channel has to do a lot of work in that vocal range. So these particular speakers are what we call timbre matched with the actual left and the right speakers. If you notice the speaker right here, it kind of looks like a chopped off version of the towers that we have here, and that is done for a reason. So that reason is that we are using the same vocal range and the same tweeter range as the towers. The towers are handling a little bit lower frequency because they have those woofers in the bottom. So when we're talking about timbre match, things that happen in the center and pan from left to right will actually sound the same instead of having different sound for your left and right from your center. So a movement from left to right should be flawless when you have this, what we call timbre match set. All right, now that we got our front stage set up, our left, our center, and our right set up, now we need to add in some surround sound speakers. And for surround sound duty, on our left, right, our rear, left, and our rear right, we have a Speaker Craft AIM Cinema 1 speaker, in-wall speaker. So this speaker was chosen because it has a lot of functionality and what we need to use it for. So being on our left and right side, and the placement of our speakers on our left and right side, we need to be able to aim that speaker more at our listening area. So we want to get that direct sound coming from that speaker, and you can't do it with a speaker that's mounted flat on the wall. You need something that is able to aim that sound at you, and that is what these profile aim one speakers are gonna do. Nice. I think these Speakercraft speakers are the best in the game as far as being able to get the sound in the room where you want. If you have a setup that's not conventional, these speakers are perfect because you can point these speakers or point the sound kind of off axis from where it's actually mounted in the wall. It's nothing worse than having a speaker that's pointed away from you because this is the only place that you have to mount it. Now, where we mounted these speakers, we're able to push that sound right directly at us so we can get a better immersion of surround sound. So these speakers from Speakercraft are really, really great for function in this room. Hey, let's take a break and talk about our weekly giveaways. Here on this channel, Genius Home Theater, I give away a giveaway every week. So what we give away every week is called movie codes. Now, when you purchase these DVDs, these 4K Blu-ray DVDs, they all come with a Blu-ray copy, and most of the time they come with a digital copy as well. So a little sleeve that's in the inside of the package that will give you a code that you can redeem. If you don't have physical copies, you can go and you can create a library online where you can watch these movies anywhere you want. You don't have to be in your home or anything. So these codes for these particular movies, when I purchase the movie, I don't use the codes because I have the physical copy. So I give the copy to you every Saturday. Every Saturday, there's at least one free code that's going to be given. And sometimes we double up, especially if there's a sequel or a series to a movie. We'll give away both of those codes in one day. So again, don't miss out on the weekly giveaways that we have here on the channel. So just wanted to kind of let you know that there's a giveaway every week. There's going to be plenty other giveaways, but there's one every week here. So I just wanted to jump in and let you know to take advantage of those weekly giveaways. Hit the bell notification if you've already subscribed to the channel so you'll be notified when that code pops up. There's normally a preview of what that code is going to be for that weekend. So again, check the community tab to find out what those giveaways are and to win those giveaways. All right, up next, no pun intended, up. All right, our in-ceiling speakers. That's going to be not for surround like it used to be back in the day, but nowadays we have in-ceiling speakers that fire sound down above our heads to get overhead effects. So you'd be surprised at how many movies have overhead effects that come actually out of those ceiling speakers to give you a more involved surround sound feeling. Now, these surround sound speakers are again from Speakercraft, and they are again timbre matched to the actual side surround speakers, giving us a surround sound bubble that doesn't have much difference when that sound kind of goes across the room. So it's good to have those timbre match, or timbre match, some people call it, speakers made from the same series. These speakers are from the same series, and these are the Speakercraft AIM Series 2 8.5s. So these speakers are in-ceiling speakers, and they have a bunch of pluses. Okay, we've talked about all the speakers that we have in our setup, and if you've been counting those speakers, right now we are at 13 speakers. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. There are 13 speakers firing sound at us and all around us at all times, as far as the voice goes and the things that are moving across the screen. So 13 speakers, no longer 2, not 3, not 5, 13 right now in the Genius Home Theater. Speakers are firing at you. So we're gonna add on to that. And what we need is, we need a little bit of bass. So handling bass duties, or the lighter bass duties, is gonna be the SBS 3000 in-wall sub. The SBS 3000 in-wall sub uses dual 9-inch high excursion subwoofers that play down to 22 Hertz. The subwoofer comes complete with the rack mountable 800 watt Class D amplifier. And there's even a mobile app for the subwoofer that allows a user to adjust the sound in real time. Okay, now here's where the heavy lifting comes in. The heavy lifting for the major subwoofer and the ultra low frequencies goes to the JTR Captivator RS1. There are two, one in each corner here, and those particular subwoofers are gonna be handling the ultra low frequencies for this room. The JTR Captivator RS1 is an 18-inch sealed design. Keeps its size relatively small, coming in at 21 inches by 21 inches by 18 inches. The subwoofer has a response between 16 and 157 Hertz with in-room responses reaching 10 Hertz. 2400 watts RMS is on board and ready at all times. These subwoofers make light work of bass-heavy soundtracks. Okay, that's all the speakers we have in this space. If that's not enough, if we count them up, 13, 14, 15, 16 total channels. Actually 15 or 14 channels, but 16 speakers. 3 subwoofers and 13 other channels firing all around at us. So again, it's an experience that you need to hear and see. So we just wanted to make sure we got everybody focused in on why we use these types of speakers. So hopefully you can get an idea of why the speakers we use were used in my space, because they all have a function. It's not just willy-nilly. I don't do anything willy-nilly, just, here, I like the way that looks here, no, these speakers have function in this room. The subwoofers are big because this is a big open space, and it's really hard to pressurize a space this big. But when you have big subwoofers like that, it's no problem. So again, that smaller subwoofer is closer to the seating area. It handles a lot of the mid and upper bass really well. So we have all of that kind of combined to create an experience that is, I think, awesome. Now, where we're gonna go from here is we're gonna talk about next actually how we're using all these speakers. Remember we said all of these speakers, we got them coming from here, there, everywhere. How do we tell and how do we know where these speakers are supposed to go? Can I just put these speakers anywhere they're gonna fit? The answer to that is no. So there is a rhyme and reason to where we're gonna put these speakers. And for those who are not familiar with surround sound, we're gonna talk about next time what the surround sound uses are for these speakers and why we have speakers, where we have them, and why are they up in the ceiling, and how is that helping. So we're going to get into that on our next video. But right now, we just wanted to kind of show you what we have in the room so you can get an idea of what we're talking about when we come on our next video. All right, so that is it for now. Thank you for joining me on another video. Any questions you might have about the speakers, please put them in the comments. Once again, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next video.